YouTube, this is Sean from the Pompey Games Room. Thanks for checking out my latest video here, which is going to be a Megadrive collection update. So first of all, I just wanted to start off the video by pretty much doing what I do every video now, and that's thanking the new subscribers. There's been about 20 to 25 new subscribers, and I'm fastly closing in on 200 subs, which is pretty amazing considering the past few months, especially they've just shot up. So, yeah. First of all, though, I wanted to start off by pointing you in the direction of a brilliant animated TV series that you may already know about. But if you're into South Park, you definitely want to check this out. This was given to me by a very close friend of mine, a family friend we've known for years, and he knows that I'm into South Park and things like that. So he pointed me in the direction of this on YouTube. So I checked out a few clips and was like, this is something I've definitely got to get into. It's not out in the UK. You can mail order it still from the US and get it, but there's a lot of stuff on YouTube. But for copyright reasons, I don't really want to risk putting stuff on my video. So I will link at the bottom in the description. So check out the intro to this because you won't be disappointed. If you're into South Park, you're going to love it, and that is Drawn Together. Now, this thing here is absolutely insane. It's basically a takeoff of Big Brother, but with famous cartoon heroes and superheroes and SpongeBob SquarePants rip-off people. I can't really do this thing justice by describing it. All I will say is please check out the link below. There is an intro video which is the main intro on the TV series, and it's so funny. There's some absolute brilliant one-liners in this thing, and I urge you to check it out if you're into South Park. So definitely check out Drawn Together. Anyway guys, so now let's get on to the game pickups. Basically, I'm going to try and do these pickup videos out in my collection to every 3 to 4 weeks, I'd say. Definitely going to be doing them every month, so I can keep you guys up to date as well as my website. All the prices here, I had a fair few emails and a few comments as well about games I was picking up and how cheap they were. Well, that was including postage, and I'm just drawing your attention to it now, that all of the games prices that I allude to in my videos are actually including postage. If they've come as a set from a certain seller on eBay, I'll just divide them up and get the average price of all the games. So anyway, the first one was actually in a console bundle. So this bundle cost me £17. I picked it up from a town called Basingstoke, which isn't too far from me. My girlfriend lives in Alton, so it's really not that far from me at all. And the first game to add to the collection, European Tour PGA European Tour, sorry. Now, those of you guys that watched my last video, I have checked through a lot of these games and they're hopefully not going to fall out this time. So anyway, European PGA Tour, fully boxed, brilliant condition. Really happy to add this to the collection because I'm getting a lot of these golf games out of the way now. Very similar to the other games that they brought out, PGA Tour rather than PGA European Tour, but yeah, usually a 99p game, so nothing really that special there. Next one, I'm not too sure how to pronounce this, but it's Goyong or something like that. But yeah, this is a shooter, but it's a pretty good game. It's fully boxed and in pretty good condition without the hanging tab. This is a game that usually again goes for between £3 to £5, so a low game really. But yeah, in the bundle, pretty happy to get that. Next game was Afterburner 2, definitely a very generic game. It's everywhere. So fully boxed. Manual looks like it's never even been read. Still got the Sega sticker on the side as well. So yeah, Afterburner 2. The next game I've got was actually a bit disappointed with. In the bundle, I actually emailed the seller and asked if it had the manual, and he said yes, that all the games had the manuals, and it didn't. That was Virtua Fighter 2. Now Virtua Fighter 2 is it was sort of released after they released it on the 32X, and it works and it doesn't work. It's never going to be as good as Street Fighter because they're trying to sort of take a 3D game and put it onto a 16-bit console. It's never going to work, but it'll give you a bit of enjoyment, but don't expect it to give you a massive bout of enjoyment. Yeah, there's only 8 fighters on here. It's not massive, but if you're into fighting games, definitely check out Super Street Fighter 2. That was in my last pickup video for the collection. Make sure you check out that game. Virtua Fighter 2 is okay. I'm glad to find the manual for it now, obviously. Yeah, cartridge is in a fantastic condition, but I was a bit upset about that because it's something, it's a game that sometimes goes between sort of £6 to £8, but anyway. Next one, really good game, Talmat's Adventure. Fully boxed in brilliant condition. Now, for those of you guys that saw my £1 Megadrive, I actually picked this up then as well, but I actually sold that on to somebody, so the whole thing. So I didn't keep it, unfortunately, but I rebought it, obviously in the bundle here, so it's not cost me a lot. It's fully boxed and it's actually in better condition than the one I gave away. So yeah, really psyched to get this in, and yeah, I really want to give this a go because I've heard some really good things about this game, so maybe a review of this one day. Next one, a bit of a kids game, but it's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie. Now this game again, fully boxed. Only problem is there's a bit of sellotape on the top there of the cartridge, but that's really the only drawback of this. Very, very similar to Streets of Rage sort of game, this, in that you walk through the levels and you know it's a real sort of beat 'em up sort of thing. It's not bad, to be honest, but if you're looking for Streets of Rage-esque game, you're probably better off picking up sort of Streets of Rage 1. That seems to go for the same price as this on eBay, so definitely check this game out, but it's just one for the collection really, nothing special. Next one I was really happy to get a hold of because it usually sells between £7 and £10, and I've heard some good things about it again, and that is Fatal Labyrinth. Now this game, like I said, can go from anywhere up to £10. It's fully boxed, and it was one of the games that drew me to this actual console listing, and yeah, really happy to get hold of it, and I've actually thrown it in for a little while. It's not bad. I'm really enjoying it. It's sort of a Zelda sort of game. On the back here you can see as well, it's a lot like the story of Thor. Obviously not as well animated as story of Thor, but yeah, very Zelda-esque game, and yeah, not too bad. Megadrive gamers will definitely enjoy this if they enjoy the Zelda sort of games, so definitely check that out, Fatal Labyrinth. But this is the one I really got it for, as this game sells, I've seen it sell, and I've actually bid it up to about 20 quid on it, but I've never got it obviously, hence me buying this listing. It usually sells from anywhere to £25, 25 to £30, and that is Gauntlet 4. Gauntlet 4, and like I said, this whole bundle cost me £17. So I mean, I've got that alone in the games. I had a fully boxed console as well, but this thing is in absolutely mint condition. It's unbelievable. I mean, there's a crease to the manual at the side, but the manual for this thing is huge, absolutely huge. I'll just show you. I mean, that is absolutely huge. It's huge. You can't even shut the case, and the staples barely hold it together as well. But yeah, obviously most of us have played the Gauntlet games. It's a very similar to last games that they've ever released, the Gauntlet games. The only difference being that it's a bit more polished, and there's a few more levels, and yeah, it's not too bad at all. Really happy to get this in the collection because it was a very cheap edition. And for something that's probably going to go up in value in the next few years, because you don't really see these on eBay an awful lot. You see them buy it now, but they tend to pop up 3 or 4 a month. I wouldn't say that they're massively, you know, available on eBay. So yeah, very happy to add that to the collection. So that was my major sort of console pickup. I try to pick up at least one a month, as you can get good deals in the bundles. I picked up 1 or 2 games at sort of 99p a time. And the first of those is Ferrari Grand Prix Challenge. It's ended up costing me £2.30, fully boxed. Looks like the manual's never been read. Very standard game. I actually enjoy virtual racing more than this. I've actually gotten into virtual racing a lot the past few weeks. So yeah, absolutely loved the racing games back in the day. And yeah, this game was always in our household when I was growing up. I absolutely loved it. So for £2.30, it was a no-brainer. Next game. These were all from the same seller, hence the same price. Powermonger. Fully boxed, brilliant condition again. Haven't played this game at all, but I've seen some footage on it, and it doesn't look a bad game. It's just not my sort of game, if I'm being honest with you. It looks like a turn-based, turn-based role-play game or something like that. But yeah, I will definitely give it a go, but unfortunately that's a game I can't really comment on too much because I haven't really had a chance to play it. But at 99p I wasn't going to pass it up, so you know, £2.30 with postage included. Sorry about that guys, distracted by the phone there, so let's get back to the collections. So the next game is a game that I played a lot growing up. It was a real family favourite as well. Both my brothers played it, and yeah, absolute classic on the Megadrive, but it's something that pretty much everyone will own, and it's Theme Park. Theme Park, absolutely amazing game. Just one of another, you know, Bullfrog at the time were absolutely huge, bringing out games as well, like Theme Hospital after this. Who hasn't played Theme Park? I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. If you haven't played it, obviously you take a bit of land, you put some rides on it, try and get the public in and spend the money. build better rides, parks and things like that. Absolutely brilliant game, and I've still played this to today. Absolutely fantastic game. Another game that was £2.30. Anyway guys, now we come on to the games at a different price bracket, slightly more expensive in that they were £3 each. But they're games that usually sell between sort of £5 and £7 at Buy It Now on eBay, so I'm really, really happy to get hold of them. And the first of those is Side Pocket. It's a game that Ninja Bear Hug picked up a couple of weeks ago on one of his videos. This one is fully boxed in near mint condition. Ended up £1.50 Buy It Now this was. With postage it came up to about £3, but I got it posted with the next game, so it pulled the price down. Yeah, bog standard snooker game really, pool game. Not bad at all though, it controls pretty well. I mean, I've played the Jimmy White game and I actually prefer this to Jimmy White's. So along with Side Pocket, I also got Jack Nicklaus Power Challenge Golf. Exactly the same price, it was a £1.50 Buy It Now. It came up to about £3 altogether when postage was added on. It's a standard golf game really. The PGA games are much better by EA, but this isn't bad. Throw it on if you're a golf fan, you'll definitely get a kick out of it. Not too bad. It's pretty cheap to come by. It's usually on Buy It Nows for anything sort of between £3 and £5, but I have seen it go up as high as £7. So next game was a game that I actually thought I was going to struggle to get hold of, but I was actually thinking of the wrong game. So this one wasn't too bad at all to get hold of, but it's NBA Live 96. Now this cost me about £4 from memory. Probably about £4.50, £4.40. There we go. Okay, not too bad. Set in the isometric view, as are the FIFA games. But basketball obviously being NBA, so but not too bad. I actually got into this game back in the day. Yeah, very well. The graphics were really stepping up in the EA games about this time. I mean, you're sort of coming up to the time of the 3DO and things like that. 1995 when the 3DO games were starting to be announced and things like that, like Road Rash, and EA were really stepping up their game engine. It really showed, you know, in the FIFA games especially, from 95 to 96, they're completely different games. But yeah, NBA Live, a great addition to the collection. I'll definitely be putting this on to give it a go. Next games, they only arrived this morning. I got them shipped from the Isle of Wight, and I was pretty happy that they actually arrived, to be honest, because I'm desperate to play one of them. Had a go, and it is awful, and I thought it was going to be awful. But that is Shaq Fu. Moving on from the NBA games. I mean, what were the people thinking when they brought this game out? I mean, you know, graphically it looks great. The backgrounds are very sort of Mortal Kombat-esque, and you know, there's a few stages sort of Mortal Kombat-esque, and there's even a dragon on one of them. So it's like, you know, really trying to rip it off, but it just doesn't work, you know. I'm just going to move on. Shaq Fu. £2.23 well spent. Next game, I played this a lot when I was younger, and that is Batman Returns. Fully boxed again. It's even got a little Virgin Games card in the back, which is pretty cool. Cartridge really looks like it's never been played. It looks spotless, but yeah. Batman games. Back in the day, these were absolutely brilliant games, and the film was pretty good as well. I think everyone loved the film back in the day. So yeah, Batman Returns, a much loved addition to the collection for sure. So now we move on to the games that I've been trying to get hold of. I've been trying to pick up a few games of the bigger price bracket every now and again. I missed out on a few big games this month, but I had the money for them, but unfortunately I missed out. But there'll be more listed, so I'll come back to them another month. But so the first one is not massive outspend, but first one is Mortal Kombat 2. First of the, I think this is the first Mortal Kombat game I've actually got. I'm not too sure if I've got Mortal Kombat 1. But yeah, fantastic game. I've really gotten into Mortal Kombat series ever since I got into Street Fighter again. Really love it, and I've got to admit, I actually enjoy it a bit more than Super Street Fighter at the moment, but overall, from memories of the game, Super Street Fighter 2 is a real classic for me, and probably one of my favourite all-time games. So, but yeah, nevertheless, I'm not sure if I've done this. It's fully boxed. Manual is in pretty good condition, but the cartridge has got a little bit of sign wear at the top. But yeah, great addition to the collection. That ended up costing me £6.10, so delivered, which isn't too bad. I mean, it goes for around that. I sort of got a deal on it, I suppose. But anyway, next game. Let's pick up here. Right, is Road Rash 3. That now completes my Road Rash series of games after my trade video before this. Please check them out. You know, I picked up Road Rash from those trades. Road Rash 2, I believe. Absolutely awesome game. Who doesn't like Road Rash? At the time, like I said about the NBA game, they were bringing out, EA Sports were bringing out a version of this game on the 3DO, which is, you know, had a video intro as all the games used to have back in the day on the early CD games. But they really stepped up the design of this game from like a cartoon effect game to like a digitised sprite thing. And also you've got to use cattle prods as weapons on these things. I mean, it's pretty... Oh, I love this game so much, and I got such a good deal on it. It was buy it now at £11.99 or best offer. So I sent a really cheeky best offer of £6 and he accepted. So I think he'd had a bit of a problem with it earlier on. I noticed he had relisted it, so I think he'd been messed around a bit. He just wanted to get a shot of it. But anyway, yeah. So for the princely sum of £8.50, I got this delivered to me, and absolutely brilliant addition to the collection. Absolutely love the Road Rush games. They can't be beat. The next game I got a real good deal on. I'm pretty sure that it goes for more than this. Sorry, just pick it up. Sorry. It goes for more than this usually, but that is Classic Collections. And I ended up winning this in the auction for £7.60, and it can sell up to £20. I've seen this go for before. I ended up getting it delivered to me for £9.25. So it's not too bad, under £10, which I was really happy with. It's fully boxed, it'll go straight into the collection, and yeah, it's got some pretty good games on it. For those of you who don't know, you've got a Gunstar Heroes, awesome game. Alter Beast, not too good. Flicky, not too good. And Alex Kidd, pretty good game. One of the Sega mascots from early in the day. So yeah, definitely try and track this game down, guys, because it's becoming a bit rarer. It pops up, but people are starting to put really ridiculous buy now prices on it, and it doesn't really warrant it, if I'm being honest with you. But try and pick it up while you can now, because like I said, I mean, I got this for under £10, and it seems to be going up on buy it nows for more and more each month. But definitely check that out, guys. So anyway, guys, that effectively does my pickups for this month. Please check out my website to see pictures and games that I need. Just to quickly draw your attention to that, I've picked up 3 more games this month, and they were games that will replace the ones in my collection because they're better condition. The first one is Mega Games 2. The cartridge and the box and everything's in fantastic condition. All the manuals are present here. It barely closes. So yeah, I'm really happy to get this into the collection. I've got all the manuals for this one, and that's complete. I'm not too sure if the picture's been updated on my website yet, this one, but it will be. But the major import was Streets Rage 3. This one doesn't have a mangled manual, and it has a much better case, and the cartridge is in good condition. So really happy. That is now on my website. So the picture for Streets Rage 3 has now changed, and the description as well. So effectively a great copy of Streets of Rage 3 has ended up costing me £22 from when I originally got it, and got the discount off of it for the poor manual, so can't go wrong there at all. Very lucky with that. And the next game is The Lion King. The Lion King, fantastic game this is, and I said it in the last video, but most of the Disney games tend to be amazing. But this is fully boxed, and it looks like it's never been played. It looks like it was on the packing title games, and it was just thrown to the side when it came out, and they threw in something else like Sonic or something. But fantastic game, psyched to get this into the collection. I absolutely love this game. You cannot beat The Lion King, and you cannot beat the Disney games. The Mickey Mouse games and everything when you're growing up are absolutely brilliant. Graphically, totally different to any other games anyway. So anyway, guys, that about does it now for my Mega Drive collection. I think I'm fastly approaching now the 100 game mark, so I'm really starting to get these titles under the belt, and like I said, I've been bidding on a few of the rarer titles this month as well. Unfortunately missed out on some of them, but you know, I've sort of set myself a limit, and I'm not going to go above it because quite frankly, I don't want to rush it. I want to take my time on the collection and get things for the best price possible. So yeah, anyway guys, I'm sort of babbling now, so anyway, please feel free to contact me, as in my last video I asked people to contact me for any trades or anything. I'm really trying to get a lot of the simple titles out of the way, the sort of 99p ones and things like that, and I'm also trying to throw a few of the rarer games in, and more expensive games along the way. So I think there's a good mix there so far, my collection, looking down the list earlier this morning. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. So please contact me for any deals that you want to do on games or trades. Also, please feel free to comment, rate and subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching.